I'm asking you a question. You didn't care?
Yes, sir.
Oh, no, I don't think you did. Or you'd been with them.
And he wasn't the last one to walk away.
The defendant's actions, along with the other co-defendants, were brutal in the way they assaulted and treated the victim as a human being.
There were at least 27 cars on the left side of that parking lot. People are wandering around. One lady's up on a hood, kind of like she's dancing.
Well, it's not humane. This isn't the way human beings are supposed to act.
Right away, this case feels bigger than just one punch. Prosecutors are painting this as full-blown mob violence. And in court, once you're part of the chaos, even briefly, the consequences can hit hard. But here's the question. Should everyone in a group fight get treated the same, even if their role was smaller?
Come forward. 23 CR 1661 is called, the state of Texas versus Jamal Petrie. That's you, sir? Present with Ms. Mantellini, your attorney and the state's attorney. Earlier, you pleaded guilty to aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. A pre-sentence report has been prepared in this case. If the parties had an opportunity to review it, and are there any corrections or changes to it? First of all, state.
Just I know what the argument is going to be today, so I do want to make some additions to this.
Hey, defendants, that changes everything, because now the judge isn't just sentencing one man. He's trying to send a message to an entire community. And watch closely, the court keeps referencing the videos. In cases like this, surveillance footage can completely destroy attempts to minimize involvement.
Pre-sentence investigation report.
Okay, what about from the defense first?
That would be the only thing that I would look at. What he's bringing up. Nothing other than English.
We just saw this video not long ago.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So as it stands,
who was the defendant there?
Pardon me?
Who was the other defendant? Were there any other defendants?
There's a total of 8 defendants, Judge. But there are multiple defendants, so it's kind of difficult to keep them all straight.
And I believe they're listed in the recommendations of people for him to avoid. Number 16, that should be a pretty good list of them.
All right, so one of the things I wanted to highlight, Judge, is you just did send.
Now the defense takes a risky strategy here. Instead of only focusing on the defendant's actions, the attorney starts talking about the environment, the crowded parking lot, late-night loitering, lack of police presence. Legally, that can help provide context, but emotionally, judges don't always appreciate hearing society blamed for personal decisions.
It's an individual that was on probation. He was the person that was carrying the AK-47 that Your Honor will recall from the video.
The defendant was named.
The co-defendant on that one.
Was that Foxhall?
That was Foxhall, Chairman Foxhall. And according to the page 3 of the report from Officer Visser, this individual, along with his brother, fled the scene in a black Hyundai 4-door sedan, along with that individual that was carrying the AK-47.
Wow. This is the moment the hearing shifts from legal arguments to pure accountability. The judge zeroes in on one thing: responsibility. Not just as a defendant, but as a father. And honestly, you can feel the frustration building in the courtroom. The judge isn't just talking about crime anymore. He's talking about community collapse.
The report shows on page 2. He was described, he was with a closed fist and hands. So there may be an issue about whether or not he had a handgun. But the report that I found, according to the Detective Armstrong, he says this individual is sitting in that same file. He didn't strike him with it, but he was seen.
In the report, this defendant could be seen in the video, striking Jefferson with a closed fist. This person could also be seen carrying a handgun in the video. Does anybody disagree with that?
That is the state's position. The state's position.
Wearing all black with a gold necklace around his neck. How many individuals were striking the victim in this event? Several. Hitting him with close fists, stomping him with their
No, they either struck him with their foot. All individuals either struck the victim with a fist or with a fist or with the state's position. The state's position charged defendants.
What else? Say.
That's it. As far as correction
Defense. Okay. The pre-sentence report states that the plea bargain is called 12 years imprisonment as a defendant no less than 2 nor more than 20 years confinement in prison. And this is aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
Prosecution is shutting the door on the minor involvement argument. Notice the wording mob violent criminal activity. That phrase is powerful because it reframes the defendant from someone who threw one punch in a part of a coordinated dangerous event. And juries and judges tend to react very strongly to that kind of language.
Namely a firearm. So the only option are imprisonment no less than 2, no less than 12 years confinement, or deferred or unadjudicated probation. Okay. Because the deadly weapon, affirmative finding there includes regular probation as an option. Oh, and how long has the defendant been in custody now? While we're figuring that. Go ahead.
First, let me start by saying that
This final speech from a judge is about way more than one defendant. He's talking about jobs, families, public safety, reputation, even the future of the city itself. For the court, this wasn't random chaos. It was a symbol of a bigger problem. And now comes the moment that decides whether this defendant walks out on probation or leaves in handcuffs for the next decade.